Excellency Manifesto dubbed a contract with the people of Guyana, and Golden Jubilee Luncheon hosted for senior citizens at State House. It's Friday, February 14. It's 16 days to general elections and 9 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. President David Granger has described the APNU-AFC Coalition Manifesto as a contract with the people of Guyana. He expressed this view at the document's official launch earlier today.
President David Granger reiterated what he described as the Big Benab concept as he invited all who were interested to join the coalition. He noted that the process was not a flash decision which was arrived at suddenly, but rather it encompassed a lot of work to get it to this point. He noted that it was more than just a manifesto, but rather it was a contract with the people of Guyana.
We speak to all persons, all individuals, all institutions, civil society, non-governmental organizations to come into this Big Benab, and that's what the coalition represents. That's why we succeeded, and that's why I'm confident we'll succeed beyond the 2nd of March.
He added that the manifesto represented the interests of the majority of those in the populace who voted for the 6 parties which encompass the coalition.
It is an agreement which has come out of the intellects and the interests of the majority parties in the former parliament, but in this country. The over 207,000 persons who came out to vote for APNU and AFC have their views embedded in this document here today. So it is agreeable to the majority of people, even before we start.
In closing, the president described it as affordable, agreeable, and attainable.
We are not talking pie in the sky. We have made plans for revenues. We have made plans for the judicious and prudent use of our revenues to ensure that everything we promise will be funded. It will take a period of time over the next 5 years. Everything will not happen in 2020, but over the period, you'll see that funds will be provided and the people of this country will be satisfied.
President Granger described the coalition manifesto as easy to understand.
Anyone in Stabroek could read this and understand what we're talking about. It is straightforward. No confusing language, no high-flown concepts. But every Guyanese could read and understand what we have here. Something that is sincere, something that is simple, something that is straightforward. And we promise you, the Guyanese people, that we will perform what we have promised here. We will produce, we will deliver.
From the coalition campaign's headquarters for InfoHub, Paul McAdam.
As part of Guyana's celebration of its Golden Jubilee anniversary, His Excellency David Granger hosted a luncheon for some of the nation's senior citizens. Deeming Guyana's Golden Jubilee a great political significance, President Granger expressed that he wanted senior citizens to be included in the nation's celebration.
I really wanted you to feel part of this great national celebration when we broke our final ties with the United Kingdom, and we no longer, like some other countries in the Caribbean, had any allegiance to the British Crown.
Reflecting on the moment Guyana gained its republican status, the head of state encouraged those present to share the memories with youths.
Coming together at the time of this important Republic anniversary is important for all of us Guyanese, and that is the real reason why we asked you to come today, so that we could reminisce, those of us who were alive and adult at that time, 23rd of February, 1970, would remember the magic of being members of a new state, being citizens of a sovereign state. So for us who were young at that time, it is a moment of tremendous pride. And today I've asked you to come here to remember that pride and to share that pride with future generations.
On Thursday evening, local corporate giant banks DIH joined President David Granger in celebration of education as part of the country's 50th Republic anniversary, representing awards to several technical institutes across the country.
A private technical vocational education and training TVET institution may soon be on the horizon. This is according to Clifford Rees, chairman of Banks DIH Limited. In full support of the initiative was His Excellency President David Granger, who described technical, vocational, and science education as the center of transformative change in Guyana's economy.
Education is a central feature of the Republic's pursuit of national development. It is fitting, therefore, that one of the country's corporate giants has chosen to celebrate the country's 50th anniversary of being a republic by making awards to educational institutions.
Adding that corporate communities should consider establishing their own colleges of science and technology to recruit, retain, or reorient graduates, President Granger emphasized that training citizens is paramount to developing the country.
The corporate community has an interest in the public education system, which is the main source of the graduates who constitute their workforce. Investment in education helps to build the human resource capital needed for corporate development and success.
Rees noted that education is an essential tool to secure a bright future for Guyanese and that it provides the capacity to resolve problems in society. Among the institutions celebrated were the Carnegie School of Home Economics, the Essequibo Government Linden and New Amsterdam Technical Institutes, the Guyana Industrial Training Center, the Kuru Kuru Training Center, the Mahaikoni Technical and Vocational Center, the Ptolemy Reed Rehabilitation Center, the Sophia Training Centers, Fort Greco and Gaisuko Training Centers, the Mashaba Primary School, Burnham Education Scholarship Trust, and STEM Guyana. Letitia Isaacs for InfoHub.
Immediately after taking office in 2015, the coalition government significantly increased public servants' salaries by 26%. This came after many years of negligible 5% or less increases under the PPP administration. The trend continued in 2016 with a 10% increase, 9% in 2017, and 7% in 2018. In less than 5 years, the coalition government has increased the minimum wage by a whopping 77%, from $39,540 to $70,000. This represents the highest increase in minimum wage in Guyana's history. The 9% average increases for 2020 resulted in public servants doubling their take-home salary for the Christmas season and retaining more permanently on their paychecks.
Residents of the East Berbice Quarantine region no longer have to travel to Georgetown to seek immigration services, as an almost $60 million immigration and passport office was commissioned in the region.
The Immigration and Passport Office in the East Berbice Quarantine region was officially opened on Thursday. This divisional headquarters will provide effective and efficient services to residents in both regions 5 and 6.
I'm so happy to be a part of this activity this afternoon. I believe it's a great initiative by the government, and I hope it's replicated in more regions as well so that people can see how comfortable it is.
There are a lot of people who travel from Berbice to Georgetown. They don't even know where they are going. Like the old folks, they don't know where they are going. So they have to pay a lot of money to reach there, that is one. And then they have to have money to get things to eat. So you save all that. Thanks to President Ranger for donating this building to us.
I don't have to worry about taking my family all in the morning to Georgetown. I can now do it at my own convenient time.
During the opening ceremony, Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency, Joseph Harmon, noted that the facility is part of a wider plan by the government to ensure the provision of its services.
What is happening in immigration is symptomatic of what is happening in this entire country. When we came into office, we took this position that the suffering which we saw that people had to go through to get government services, we had to put that to an end.
Minister of Citizenship, the Honorable Winston Felix, explained that following the completion of the building, it was put into service to test the equipment and the efficiency of the services offered. Thus far, some 6,122 applications were accepted and successfully processed.
Reporting from the Immigration and Passport Office in Region 6 with videographer Paul Bridgemahan, I am Kellen Rover for InfoHub.
Developments in the Patara-Siparuni region are being praised by Regional Chairman Bonaventure Fredericks. On Wednesday, Fredericks spoke at the coalition's rally in Mahdia, urging residents to support progress and continued development for their region.
In Pataro-Siparuni, we've had many developments. In Pataro-Siparuni, we have seen upgrades of many things. We've got the developments that we never had before. And so, because of all these developments, I decided I am going to work with the present administration.
Fredericks, who has declared his allegiance to the coalition after working with them to develop Region 8 in the last 4 years, was especially proud of initiatives which catered for the region's young people.
Because of all the developments that we have in Region 8, I can tell you that we are on a path to greater development. Some of the developments are, from this administration, a lapidary at Monkey Mountain, where our children, our youths, are earning their livelihood.
Fredericks also applauded upgrades and development in areas of healthcare, education, ITC, and infrastructural development. Felicia Valenzuela, InfoHub.
When the news returns, $11.2 million Peruni Health Post commissioned, and curtains come down on Agriculture Ministry's kitchen garden competition. Details of these and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. A new health facility has been commissioned in the Cuyuni-Mazaruni region, this time at Peruni. Standing at a cost of $11.2 million, it is the first time such a facility has been established in the area.
The establishment of this health post will place emphasis on malaria prevention by ensuring persons learn how to protect themselves against the illness. Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valdo Lawrence, who commissioned the facility, said that while there are curative measures and treatment methods for this and other illnesses being administered, the primary focus is to promote the idea of prevention is better than cure.
Even as we open this health center and provide you with the necessary health services, basically a package of primary health care, we want to also ask you to be a part of your own well-being, for you to be very careful of how you treat with your body and what you put inside of your body.
The regional chairman, Gordon Bradford, explained that while Peruni will be the focal point for the delivery of healthcare services, there are mining camps and nearby villages which can tap into the services offered at the facility. He added that in the region's next budget, authorities will cater for the construction of a doctor's quarters to have a resident doctor at the health post.
Today it's indeed a dream come true, and I hope that this facility will serve the true purpose that is intended. And so miners from Olive Creek and all over, Barkat Landing, upriver, downriver, I know you'll have your work cut out, and that's why this location here, Peruni, we recognize as the second largest population to Bartica. Scattered around this whole mining area, it's like about 6,000-7,000 persons living in different areas.
A medics and community health worker will be manning the health facility with a doctor who will be visiting from time to time to conduct clinic visits. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
It's 1 minute to 9 right now in Guyana.
Very good day to you. Good morning. Good day, Bartica.
The coalition government remains committed to freedom of information. From 2015 to date, government has commissioned several community radio stations: Radio Lethem, Radio Mabaruma, Radio Mahdia, Radio Bartica, Radio Oriala, Radio Aishalton, and Radio Essequibo. Since coming into office, President David Granger has made it clear that it is the right of every Guyanese, regardless of their geographic location, to access public services, particularly public information.
Winners of the Ministry of Agriculture's 50th Republic Anniversary Kitchen Garden competition were recognized today at an awards ceremony.
The curtains came down on the Agriculture Ministry's inaugural Kitchen Garden competition with a ceremony hosted at Herdmanston Lodge. The competition was launched on November 29, 2019, in keeping with government's Green State Development Strategy and aimed at promoting and re-establishing kitchen gardens in households. Minister within the Ministry of Agriculture with responsibility for rural affairs, the Honorable Valerie Adams Yearwood noted that the competition enabled persons to practice organic farming.
We could not do it in the first place in all 10 regions. We started with Region 4, with the exception of Georgetown. We did East Bank and East Coast of Demerara. Region 5, Fort Wellington to Bushlot. Region 6, number 53 Union to Kildonan. Region 9, we did Lethem and St. Ignatius. And of course, Region 10.
70 plots were judged, and the regional first to third place winners were given agricultural hampers, while the overall first place winners were given cash prizes of $150,000, $100,000, and $50,000 respectively. Another project under the Ministry of Agriculture is the Guyana Realigning Agriculture for Improved Nutrition and Health Grain H initiative, which was launched in September 2019 in collaboration with the Ministry's Rural Affairs Secretariat and the Region 4 Health Department. Regional Health Officer Region 4, Dr. Quincy Jones, highlighted that the project saw the establishment of 34 model kitchen gardens across the health facilities.
Both health workers and patients had the opportunity to strengthen the knowledge on how to grow healthy foods in their own backyards. The project started a change through a communication for development type model, where over these model gardens, patients and health workers not only had a chance to exchange knowledge, but to initiate behavioral change that would lead them to preparing more healthier meals.
For InfoHub, Ayana George.
As we prepare for Elections Day on March 2, if you have not done so as yet, check to ensure your name is on the revised list of electors. Voting is your democratic right. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Goodbye.